Are you paying attention, W3L? Are you paying attention? For weeks now, I have been interrupting W3L Wrestling Showdown. I want one thing. I am asking you for one thing. The Exile Luke Aldridge versus Bram. Resolution 12. Make it happen.
I am the genius Lanny Poffo, a title self-proclaimed. Yet who would dare to say I'm not appropriately named? I speak 11 languages. Escuchen por favor. Santana comes from Mexico. Yo hablo más mejor. The French I speak is magnifique, they told me in Paris. My Italian's molto bene. I learned when I was 3. I speak Latin, Greek, and Russian, Hebrew, and Portuguese. I speak Swedish and Norwegian, and I'm learning Japanese. Aside from my intelligence, I'm cunning as a rat, and I shall put these attributes to use upon the mat. I remind the competition and every wrestling fan, behold, the world-famous genius, the world's smartest man.
Oh my god, did you just see that? I mean, Luke Aldridge has been interrupted me the past couple of weeks, wanting a match with Bram at Resolution 12 coming up on the 21st of September in the Rothes Halls of Glenrothes. He'd be sending in these kind of weird cryptic videos, but that one, nothing cryptic about it. Aldridge wants Bram, and he appears to be seeking advice from the genius Lanny Poffo. You see his Hall of Fame ring? This is huge. And ladies and gentlemen, I can reveal to you that the match has been accepted. Bram has said, you want a piece of me, Luke Aldridge? You can have it. So Bram will face Aldridge at Resolution. But I don't think Bram realised that Aldridge has been taking advice from the genius. This changes the whole complexion of the match and makes it even more must-see. Wow, what a way to kick off Wrestling Showdown. Hello everybody. So Aldridge versus Bram is now official for Resolution 12. We know we're going to crown a brand new women's champion, and we know as well that tenacious Johnny Lyons challenges for the Heavyweight Championship currently held by Mike Musso. But of course it's a weekend of wrestling. It's not just the 21st. On the 22nd we hit Guiseley, the 23rd we hit Todmorden. Yep, we are hitting England for Resolution weekend, so come out and see us whether you're in Scotland or in England. Bram is with us for all 3 events. Who will he be facing in Guiseley and in Todmorden? You'll find out very, very soon. Stay tuned to our social media platforms. Now, I mentioned the Heavyweight Championship. Currently, Mike Musso holds the title, but he has been granted championship defences in the run-up to Resolution. He wants to be as sharp as possible. He wants to be in the top of his game. And he said, put the belt in line against anyone who wants a piece. And he'll be doing that this week. But he's going to be facing Johnny Lyons at Resolution. And Johnny Lyons, the winner of 7 Deadly Sins in his hometown of Glenrothes, has just upped the ante because, as some of you may well be aware, Johnny Lyons will be accompanied to the ring by his good friend and top Scottish rapper Minches, who's going to be performing Johnny Lyons' entrance music live in the building at Resolution 12. I've seen him do it before, it's phenomenal. Make sure you are there. Ticket details in just a bit. But I said Mike Musso is willing to defend the title against anyone, and never more is that apparent than right now, because he's going to have to put the belt on the line against the newcoming Nick Gray, a face he's not seen in W3L before. Can he do the unthinkable? Can he take the title away from Mike Musso? Let's find out by hitting ringside for the first of 2 matches this week here on Wrestling Showdown.
and gentlemen, this is Joe Fordyce here with you on Wrestling Showdown, and as our guest running into Rosie Nyte has just said, this is for the Heavyweight Championship. Mike Musso defending against a newcomer here in Wrestling Showdown, and Nick Gray. I should quickly point out that Rosie Nyte is going to have to scurry off after this match and quickly change, because she's got a match against Emily Hayden coming up. More on that later on. But it's time for the Heavyweight Championship match now. As you know, we're in Resolution season. We've got a whole bunch of new people coming into W3L, wrestlers that you see regularly, sometimes wrestlers you've never seen before, some that you see only semi-regularly, all trying to be part of the biggest event that W3L has to offer, Resolution 12 at the end of September. And so that's how Nick Gray has ended up here, much like Mark Anthony from last week's edition of Wrestling Showdown to TG Rage, a 200 pounder from Newcastle. And this is kind of Musso's own doing, has to be said, because Mike Musso, now of course a 5-time W3L Heavyweight Champion, has said, give me your opposition, give me the toughest men that I can find, or that certainly management can get me. And so he's got an open contract, and he will face pretty much anybody for that Heavyweight Championship. All they need to do is sign on the dotted line, and Nick Gray took the advantage of doing that, used the opportunity. So of course an unfamiliar face to many W3L fans perhaps, but he's got the chance to not only defeat one of the most popular W3L stars of all time before Mike Musso, but to become the new Heavyweight Champion in his first time of asking. It's a big thing for Nick Gray, and really, as hang on Musso with that toss and goes in for the cover, Gray's got nothing to lose. Like, he doesn't have an established track record here in the world of wrestling, but a strong victory over Musso, or even some strong showing against him, will certainly change his career in that respect. Hang on, avoid the knee lift, clearly done some scouting, and kicks at the leg of Musso. Of course, if you've got an injured leg, you can be able to throw those knee lifts, or even pick people up, because you need to base with your legs. Musso gets sent the ropes, and hang on, Musso held on and pulled the rope down, saw Nick Gray charging in, and he took a tumble at the floor. I think he tried to slow himself down, but it didn't really work, but he's hit the ground anyway. So this is a win-win situation for Nick Gray. He could walk out as the champion. And down comes Musso, lowering the boom with that double axe handle. You see him limping a little, and the leg giving a bit of jip, jumping off the apron to the floor won't have helped it. This is Musso's first Heavyweight Championship defence here in Wrestling Showdown since winning the title at the end of June here on Showdown, beating Blondie Barrett in that best 2 out of 3 falls match. And you know that Johnny Lyons, the man who will be challenging for the Heavyweight Championship in the main event of Resolution, he's watching this match closely, because of course potentially he's facing one of these two men. And oh, hang on, Nick Gray attacks the leg again. Clever thinking on Nick Gray's part. Now, obviously you may be unfamiliar with who Nick Gray is. If you're a fan from North East of England, you've probably seen him wrestle a lot down there and know what he's capable of. Away from the ring, he actually plays bass guitar in a kind of jazz swing band. And if you know anything about jazz, you know there's a lot of improvisation goes on. So obviously Nick Gray, just by the fact he plays bass, has probably got great tendon strength. So think about how you have to play that instrument using your hands, moving the neck off the instrument itself. So he's got great tendon strength and great grip strength. As Musso is finding it to his cost, he gets rammed at the wall. But again, if you play jazz, you have to improvise. You have to change things on the fly and virtually make up as you go along, it seems. So this means that Gray's very good at thinking ahead, very good at reacting instantaneously, much more cerebral than you might expect, as Musso's got hold of him by the legs and slingshots him right in the wall. He tried to get his hands up, but it didn't work. I mean, Gray often comes across like he's just some brawler. I mean, he doesn't have the fancy of wrestling attire. There's no frills with him. It's just basic. He gets the job done. He doesn't care for a lot of flamboyance or showbiz stylings. I mean, just compare the outfits that these two men are wearing. There's a contrast right there. But Gray can get the job done, don't get me wrong. He may be nothing especially flashy, but he's definitely effective. And he's certainly effectively absorbing a lot of these punches from Musso. But again, he's an intelligent guy. Don't count him out. You may not know who he is, but he's a credible challenger. Management would not have put him in this match otherwise. can see just turned the tide on Musso, taking him back to the ring, because of course he can't win the title out on the floor, and puts Musso into the ring post. Again, that's that thinking ahead, it's that strategy it's come from his years of playing bass. Kick to the leg just to soften Musso up just a little further. He's got a chair, he's got positioned, and a smack right to the face. He should have a little arrogance and cockiness here, but he's got the match going his way, so why not? He's stamping his foot, charges, oh, and he took a bit too long. Musso with a drop toe hold, sending him face first at the chair. And again, Musso, he's been around since 2001, he's got a huge experience edge over pretty much every single opponent. Nick Gray, who's taking a seat, here comes Musso with the clothesline. And Nick Gray knocked right out of that chair and sent to the floor. I mean, I know that he's seen Musso wrestle before. They've never wrestled each other, but he has watched them on events. They've been in the same events together, so Nick Gray certainly knows what Mike Musso is capable of. But having seen him in action and wrestling against him are two different things. Gray lying prone in the middle of the canvas. Musso does like to drop that elbow off the top. Just biding his time, getting the crowd on the side, and he lands it. Drops the elbow right in the sternum of Nick Gray, who rolls across the ring. He's in all sorts of pain. I'm sure all the air has been driven out of his lungs. Musso wants to finish him. He doesn't get paid by the hour, I guess. He's got a heavyweight title to defend. Up across the shoulders it goes. We know what that is. And Nick Gray's got it scouted. And he's got Musso hooked pump handle style, trying to lift him up here. Musso fights out of it though, deadens his weight. A couple of shots to the top of the head. Musso going for it again, it looks like. Setting up the blunt force trauma, that is his move. And Gray slips out, he's got this one scouted. And he's determined to hit this. Pump handles Musso, who slips out of that. He knew it was coming. And Gray goes up and comes straight down head first. Blunt force trauma. Musso hooks the leg, covers, and retains the W3L Heavyweight Championship. So Musso moves one step closer to Resolution 12 and defend the title against tenacious Johnny Lyons.
Mike Musso successfully retaining the W3L Heavyweight Championship, and does so by hitting the blunt force trauma. Now, many people have fallen to that very manoeuvre. Johnny Lyons has. And if Mike Musso can hit that at Resolution 12, surely Johnny Lyons' hopes of becoming new W3L Heavyweight Champion are finished. Surely all his aspirations will go up in smoke. But of course, that is speculation. We'll have to find out on the night. But I can reveal you that Mike Musso has actually got another heavyweight title defence in the coming weeks. It's something he wanted. So again, there's a slim chance it won't be Lyons versus Musso. But right now it is. That's going to be a main event of Resolution 12. And speaking of championships, as you know, we're going to be crowning a brand new women's champion at Resolution 12. Management have been watching all the contests in the women's division very, very closely. In this next match, I'm sure it's going to go some way towards helping them decide just who will compete for the vacant championship. We're going to be seeing Emily Hayden taking on Rosie Nyte. They confronted each other just last week here on Showdown. So let's see what happens when the two of them face off one-on-one as we go back into ringside for your second match.
This is Joe Fordyce here with your Wrestling Showdown. Second of two matches, and we're not even waiting around here. Emily Hayden went straight after Rosie Nyte, and if you saw last week's edition of Wrestling Showdown, I'm sure you did, you saw these two confront each other after Hayden's victory over Angel Hayes, because Rosie Nyte was the guest ring announcer, and Hayden confronted her, said, "We've got a match coming up and I'm going to beat you," because of course, as you know, we have no women's champion right now. Leah Owens had to vacate the championship we will crown a new champion at Resolution 12. There's the bell finally sounding. And at Resolution 12, 2 women will face off for the vacant title. Who will it be? Only management know. They are reviewing every single women's division match you've been having recently, and they're going to determine which 2 females will compete for the title at Resolution. And Emily Hayden feels she should be the champion. It should be around her waist already, so she wants to make sure that she's definitely part of the biggest W3L event of the year, Resolution 12, to become the new women's champion. Was easier said than done. Victory over Angel Hayes just last week, I'm pretty sure it's helped her cause for that, but it's up to management. And of course, should she get a victory over Rosie Nyte, you think it'd be almost guaranteed that she would be getting that opportunity at Resolution 12. This is what happened last week as well, just choking Rosie Nyte on the ropes. And Emily Hayden has a 4-year experience edge over Rosie Nyte, because Rosie only debuted in May of this year, so still very inexperienced. We saw her last month on Wrestling Show taking on Ashley Vega. She's only had a handful of matches, Rosie Nyte, but it has a ton of potential. Again, giving up a lot of experience, and just flattens Emily with that clothesline. Certainly when she can accelerate the pace, much like Angel Hayes last week, she's quite the force to be reckoned with. And just, hang on, goes for cover. Lots of ability and enthusiasm does Rosie Nyte. Good attitudes, not willing to quit at any juncture. But of course, her and Emily Hayden not exactly getting on particularly well. Again, you heard the comments last week. Hayden feels that she's going to just flatten Rosie Nyte, steamroller her, walk away with a victory, but easier said than done. And interestingly, while Rosie Nyte was training before she made her wrestling debut, Emily Hayden actually was helping to train her, so they do know each other relatively well. Obviously, Rosie Nyte was able to scout her last week on Showdown. Was acting as guest MC, which she did ably earlier on, just so with Mike Musso versus Nick Gray. So she saw what Emily Hayden brings to the table up close and personal, but of course watching somebody in a match, actually being in with them, 2 completely different things. And Hayden again just throttling Rosie Nyte. Doesn't waste a lot of energy, does Emily Hayden. She'll happily choke you against the ropes, throttle you in the corner, stand on your throat. Anything to cut the air from your lungs, slow your momentum down, because it benefits her no end, because she doesn't expend that energy, keeps her fairly fresh, and her opponent struggles with that, their cardiovascular capabilities. Hayden just slugged Rosie Nyte, knocked at the canvas, covers her, but just nets her 2 though. Hayden looking a lot frustrated here. Perhaps letting know that she hasn't managed to put Rosie Nyte away. And certainly, in light of last week's comments, Emily Hayden certainly hasn't endeared herself to anyone. Oh, can we set up for a vertical suplex? That's exactly what it is. And Rosie Nyte, you see the pain that's caused her. Lower back crashing at the canvas, but she kicks out. And she is tenacious, has to be said. Rosie Nyte, we saw that when she wrestled Ashley Vega, who of course also had more experience than her. But she wouldn't quit. She, absorbed a lot of the punishment and fired back. Got the victory with a DDT, which she'll be hoping to do this week here against Emily Hayden. And again, while wins and losses are tremendously important, especially right now in Resolution season, management aren't specifically looking for that. They're obviously looking at the long-term picture. Who will challenge for the vacant Women's Championship at Resolution? Who will become potentially the new Women's Champion? And who will be able to defend it in the weeks to come post-Resolution? That is what their focus is. So even though Angel Hayes lost her match last week, she might still be with a chance to be challenging for the title. Rosie Nyte, again lacking experience, may still be in position for getting that opportunity at the title, particularly if she wins the contest here this week. And Emily Hayden's victory may not necessarily guarantee her that title match. You think it would, but obviously it is entirely up to management. And somewhat standing on Rosie Nyte's hair. just disrespecting her. There's the ego of Emily Hayden coming out, and she calls herself the best, the beautiful, the only. Another cover again. In fairness, she's trying to win the match. She's not just trying to beat down Rosie Nyte or, disrespect her just for the sake of it. She's definitely trying to win the contest. Ideally, Hayden will do that quicker and sooner rather than later, because you give Nyte a chance. And just like I'm saying, she scurries out the way and kicks Emily Hayden in the kneecap and in the chin. DDTs from short range, don't know how much that she got. Not enough to put her away though. Nice combination, however. Kicks in the kneecap, kicks in the face, and DDTs her. See Rosie out the crowd on her side, just needs that momentum. She can stick and run, she's got this one in the bag, I think. Into the ropes. Oh, and she went to crash down upon Emily Hayden, who moved. It's the thing when you've helped train somebody, you can automatically almost scouted them. And perhaps it's a move that Emily Hayden taught Rosie Nyte, I'm not sure. But it didn't pan out for her. She goes to the cover but took a bit too long. And Emily Hayden, she's getting annoyed and frustrated here. I think she's perhaps been slightly stunned by the fact that Rosie Nyte fired back at her in such a great way with those kicks in the DDT. And was unable to put her away. I think maybe Emily Hayden's concerned that the match may not go in her favour. She just takes her time positioning on that top turnbuckle. With the shift in mind, she walks away, charges in, and walks right in the boot. Took a bit long there, should have followed up right away. Rosie Nyte. DDTs her. Dove on Hayden, I thought Hayden had caught her, hang on, in for the cover. And what a close fall. I thought Emily Hayden had caught her, but Rosie Nyte swung round and dropped her face first on the canvas. And what a beautiful cover as well, letting her entire body weight across Emily Hayden. And that took a lot for Hayden to kick out of. Nyte's got her set up, could be going for that DDT. Hang on, Emily Hayden comes out. Hooks up, she's going to seal her fate, she does. Drops her down, that's how she beat Angel Hayes just last week. Hooks her leg, goes to the cover, and gets the victory. 2 weeks and 2 victories for Emily Hayden. So the best, the beautiful, the only pins Angel Hayes last week, pins Rosie Nyte this week, and surely she is heading to Resolution 12 to challenge for the vacant Women's Championship. Will that be the case? We'll find out in the weeks to come here on Wrestling Showdown.
That's 2 wins for Emily Hayden in 2 weeks right here on Wrestling Showdown, and I can reveal to you that that victory has cemented management's decision to put her in the match for the vacant W3L Women's Championship at Resolution 12 coming up on the 21st of September. But who will she be facing? Well, you may not have seen her here on Showdown recently, but I can reveal to you that Jayla Dark is the person that management have hand-picked to face Emily Hayden at Resolution 12. Like I say, she's not been here on Showdown, but she was part of her live events not that long ago and was very, very impressive in those contests. Jayla Dark versus Emily Hayden for the vacant Women's Championship joins Bram versus Luke Aldridge, and Mike Musso, currently the heavyweight champion, against Johnny Lyons in your main event as 3 of the already announced matches for Resolution 12. Remember, it's September the 21st in the Rothers Halls in Glenrothes. Then on the 22nd we go down to Guiseley in England. 23rd we're in Todmorden. Bram's with us for the whole weekend. Come out, see us, and you can do that by getting your tickets from our website. Go to w3lwrestling.com. Make sure you like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, join us over on Instagram, subscribe to this channel, and of course use the hashtag W3L Wrestling Showdown. Now, the reason I say subscribe to this channel is not only because you'll be notified whenever Showdown gets uploaded every single week, but we are trying to get word from tenacious Johnny Lyons to find out what he's thinking on the run-up to Resolution, and that will be going up on the W3L network hopefully in the next 7 days. So if you have subscribed to this channel, you'll be notified as soon as Lyons comments are made public. So make sure you do that. And you should come back here in 7 days' time, because Johnny Lyons will be in action. Yeah, it's not just Mike Musso that's wrestling here on Showdown in the run up to Resolution. Johnny Lyons will be in action in 7 days' time. We'll have 2 more awesome matches for you. So join me back here for more Wrestling Showdown.